What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? We live. We live. I see old 100 been in here waiting. Been waiting and ready. Old 100 been in here waiting and ready. You feel me? What's happening, man? I'd like to welcome everybody to another weekly wrap up. Y'all already know what the lick read, man. Start putting it in the chat, putting it in the chat, putting it in the chat. How was your week? This is the weekly wrap up. Start putting it. I don't want to hear no excuses. Start putting it in the chat. What's up, Kareem? I already said, what's up, 0100? What's up, Trinisha? What's up? Hey, pull up on YouTube. I see everybody joining on IG. Pull up on YouTube. www.youtube.com/the new TLR. Shout out to cousin that hit me up in the DM about how can they get a shirt. I appreciate the love. Anybody who don't know how to get a shirt, it's the new TLR.com. Y'all already know the lick read. Everything is the new TLR. IG, Twitter, the website, the new TLR. 9 simple letters, THENEWTLR. For those that don't know, the TLR, those my initials. Timothy Lee Rogers. That's what the TLR stand for. Okay then, 100 came ready. It was a great week. I learned that I gotta take less trades. Hey, clap it up for 100, man. Clap it up, aka the Black Mozart. Clap it up. Y'all put some claps in the chat. Put some claps in the chat. How was y'all week, man? How was y'all week? 100 say he learned he gotta take less trades. That's what's up. I opened up too many browsers. Let me get that out the way. Let me share my screen. Oh, I already got the browser over there. Let me share my screen. Let me share with y'all how my week went. My week, it was kind of, I ain't do a lot of trading. I did a lot of scaling in. I ain't do a lot of trading. As y'all know, I got into some bullish positions a tad bit early. So it's like I was trying to play a little defense with them. In my regular trading account, I didn't do a lot of trading in that. I put some positions on, some June positions on, got in them a little bit early. I got two May positions that I'm starting to get a little bit concerned about. Cause today, I don't know why the IV crush got me. Yesterday, they were this close to coming out the red. I was like, oh yeah, if we get what we need tomorrow, boom, we gonna be Gucci. And I got up today, man, I guess it was IV crush because them things was so down. And even when the market skyrocketed, them things still couldn't get out the red. But the positions that I was playing defense those went good. But I was playing defense with those in my other account. I don't really worry about tracking all that. So I ended the week 5% up on that account for the trades that I actually closed. I actually closed one trade. I actually did one trade in that account. I did 2 trades in my other account. But I didn't really do a lot of trading. I was just scaling into positions in my mama account called the market was falling. Everybody know that I was early in the week, all week really. I was stuck in that bullish bias. Wow, I was so bullish. You know what I'm saying? I came on Thursday. I was like, look here, man, I got that dead wrong. It was a bullish Friday, but Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday was bearish. Well, they was both. They was bullish and bearish with a slight bearish slant to them because it was running high. Monday, the only day it was all bearish. Tuesday, ran high, ran low. Wednesday, ran high, ran low. Thursday, ran high, ran low. Then Friday, that thing took off to the sky. And I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen. That's how my week went. How y'all week went, man? I seen one person put how they week went in the chat. 100 say me too. Kevo say me too. You know what I'm saying? But to keep it 100, man, it's like I like the way the market traded today. I like the way the market trade. I got in where I fit on both ways. Okay, Hey, pull up on YouTube. Stock Zay, pull up on YouTube. What that is? I ain't even gonna try to say that. The one that said I got in where I fit in both ways. Pull up on YouTube. YouTube.com/the-new-TLR. Kareem say futures suck. Options was great. Clap it up for Kareem. Clap it up for Kareem. He say options was great. What sucked about futures, Kareem? What you learned? You said futures suck. I don't think they sucked. I think you learned something this week. What you learned about the futures? The market don't never suck. The market don't never suck. The market ain't never great. The market just do what the market do. So, you know what I'm saying? We learn lessons when we win. We learn lessons when we lose. So what you learned? What you learned this week, Kareem? What everybody learned? Y'all put it in the chat before I share the screen. It was okay. What I say? Thomas said it was okay. Should have been more disciplined. Clap it up for Thomas. You 75% of the way there, admitting the discipline problem. You 75% of the way there. Now all you got to do is execute. All you got to do is execute on what's the root cause. Figure out what the root cause is that's causing you to react in an undisciplined way. You know what I'm saying? And you got to do that. What's the name of that book? My favorite book. Teach you about getting this thing here together. Y'all know I be forgetting the name of the book. I listen to it all the time. Mental Game of Trading. I think that's the name of it. If I'm saying it wrong, I jalapize. Bad interest. That's it. Bad interest. As long as you know. One thing I could say about bad interest, one piece of advice, but I was able to make money on puts for the Qs, balance it out. That's what's up. You kept a level head. You didn't let it get to you. You know what I'm saying? You stayed focused and you executed. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I can give, I'm talking about bad interest real quick. One thing I try to do, and this is something else that I learned from ICT, I try to make my entry in the discount area of that leg. And I go more into that once I share the screen. Somebody remind me of that. Somebody put in the chat. Tim, what you was gonna say about the entries on the discount of the leg? 10% on the put, just stayed on the side. Clap it up for Tyrone. He caught his 10%. He stayed disciplined and sat on the sideline. That's what's up. It take a whole lot of discipline to sit on the sideline and watch other folk play in the game. It take a whole lot of y'all clap it up for Tyrone. There you go. Who that is? Caught Apple to the T to the downside. That's what's up. That's a good entry right there. Clap it up for old 100. I learned that maybe we might was waiting for the okay. I learned that maybe we was waiting for the VIX to get to 40 plus, but maybe we should have looked at VXN. I don't even know what VXN is. Is VXN like the VIX? Is it like a ETF or something? I don't know what VXN is. The VIX, remember when I looked at the VIX the other day, the VIX wasn't even popping. The market was dumping and the VIX wasn't popping. So I was like, this been all algo price action. Cause the VIX wasn't popping, the VIX wasn't dumping. When the market was skyrocketing, the VIX wasn't dumping. When the market was dropping, the VIX wasn't popping. This was all algo trading this week, man. That's how I feel about it. Remember to I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Let me go ahead and share the screen, man, and I'm gonna get right into it. I appreciate everybody for sharing how their week went, man. Each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know it all. I don't know nobody who know it all. So each one teach one. It's all about building each other up. It's all about sharing with each other. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, uplifting one another. And y'all gonna what is Lex on here? Lex, you gonna let me stop? You gonna let me stop shouting out people I ain't supposed to be shouting out? Kool-Aid Jammers, not sponsored. Hey, let's get into it, man. Let me pull up Ninja Trader real quick. While I'm waiting on Ninja Trader to come up, I'm gonna pull up the Spiggity. I'm gonna pull up the Spigot. See what Spylene talking about. See what Spylene talking about. Up. the what's the name caught it first. So this what I just a little something I got to give. Who said that? Bad entries. Kareem. Just my 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I know everything, but this is my 2 cents. This is something I learned from ICT, and this is a discipline I try to, you know what I'm saying? I try to implement on every trade, right? So let's look at today, for example, right? Let's just say when we blast off this morning, you like, okay, it's running, right? I wanna get in on the pullback. When we run it to the upside, you looking at it, you looking like, okay, we shooting up. I'm gonna get in on the retrace, right? So what I try to do, I try to look for the fair value gaps that's in the discount. I actually I actually implemented this today at the end of the day. I try to get in the fair value gaps on the discount. So Tim, what do you mean by the fair value gaps on the discount? I'm glad you asked that question, little Timmy Rogers. Right? So Pete, this is something I learned from ICT. I ain't make this up. Whole lot of the stuff, 99% of the stuff I talk about on here with the Spider Gang is stuff that I learned from ICT, free stuff through YouTube. Anything that I learned from anybody else that I paid for a course, I will never speak about that in public. The only stuff that I share online is the stuff I learned for free. But I'm gonna tell you like this right here. The only thing I use every single day is the stuff I learned from ICT for free, right? I might go into my mental toolbox and pull out something that I learned, you know what I'm saying, back to like for futures trading. I learned how to trade futures from Jay the Trader. Every now and then I might go in my mental Rolodex and pull out a levels trade. Or I might go in my mental Rolodex and pull out a momentum trade. You know what I'm saying? Like I think he called it like a stop sign trade or something. I don't know. It was like a momentum trade. That's what I called it, right? Every now and then, you know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to stuff that I learned from, just say like Kiki, stuff about like charting levels and every now and then I might look at that stuff, but 97% of the time when I'm trading the stuff that I learned from ICT because it just clicked with me. It makes sense with me. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense and I understand it. I don't know. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Right here. So when we start shooting up, what time? This 10 o'clock right here. We open up at 9:30, right? At 9:30, we shot down, then we shot up, right? If you go from the low to the high of this right here, that run, boom, like that right there. I don't want to take nothing above this line right here, but above that 50% line. I'm gonna look for a fair value gap that's below this 50% line, you know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm gonna be trying to look. Like for example, today when I did it, I don't know if y'all can see it. It's starting to look real confusing. But this yellow rectangle that's behind that right there, there's a I think it's a 15-minute order block right there. Right? Let me see. Was it the fifth? Might have been a 5-minute. But Pete, see, we got, let me hide this real quick. Okay. Get out the way. Okay, so see coming down on this 15-minute, we got a fair value gap right here. Right? I ain't gonna pay that no attention. Why you ain't gonna pay it attention? Right? Because it's right at the 50% line. I don't want that one there. That ain't a deep enough discount. Right? What did I just do? Okay. I'm looking at this fair value gap down here, and then that's the fair value gap I'm watching on the 15-minute right there. And then if I drop down to a 5-minute, you can see like whenever I point out stuff on the 15-minute, I always drop down to the 5-minute to see if it's something inside that 15-minute that I want to address. And when I drop down to the 5-minute, right, as you see right here, there's a 5-minute fair value gap within the 15-minute, and I also noticed that there's a potential to be a 5-minute order block right here. And what's in that 5-minute order block is really close to this. I think this was a daily fair value gap that I marked from earlier. You know what I'm saying? And when we came back down, I was looking, when we hit the top of this order block right here at the bottom of that. So I had a 15-minute fair value gap, a 5-minute fair value gap, and a 5-minute order block all in the same spot. So my entry on my calls was at the top, at the open of this order block right here. That was my entry. And since I was like kind of fishy about how we was trading in the afternoon, I was playing it real close. I said, if we get to the bottom of this order block, I'm cutting sling low. And the reason why I was saying that was, I get into that for a minute, but that was like my entry advice on fib. Let me get the fib. See, so when I put this back on visible, stay on track, Tim. Put this back on visible. So now the top of this fair value gap is a little bit past 70%. That's a deep, deep discount. The top of the order block is a little bit past 62%. That's a deep discount. I wasn't fooling around with that fair value gap that was up here by the 50. I try to get the deep. I look for the order blocks. I mean the fair value gaps or order blocks or whatever entry I'm trying to make. I look for it in the discount if it's multiple. If it's like some up here in the premium and some down in the discount, I'm always trying to get the entry on the discount. I try to implement it. Sometimes I don't like when it's moving fast. I ain't gonna hold you. Just like was it yesterday? I think I told y'all I got in mad early because I didn't zoom out and look, and you know what I'm saying, I had to take some serious drawdown, but it actually worked out for me. But I got in real because when it be moving fast, man, sometimes you be trying to think. That's why I try to think this stuff, man. I'm almost 50. I be trying to think this stuff out way beforehand. But that was my little tip on entries right there. But overall, we went over like all the other days, so I ain't gonna go all the way back through the full week. I'm just gonna talk about today. Today, I like. Oh, let me see if there's anything in chat before I start talking about that. Remember to discuss. Yeah, I saw that. Vix, yo, check that VXN for us one. Okay, I'll put it up in a minute. Tried the short what? Facts. I don't know. Me too. I be looking at this so late. I don't know what y'all be talking about. What up, Red? You just pulled up, Red? If I paid for it, my little Timmy trying to come out. All right, y'all ain't talking about nothing right now. What? Oh yeah, today. Let's look at the date. If y'all saw the video I posted earlier today, I had these three. This yellow one wasn't on there. I had these 3 fair value gaps that I was looking at last night. I marked these off last night, right? I said I did not want to see us come down to this one. I would be kind of okay with coming to this one, you know what I'm saying? But I did not want to see us come down in this one. And the reason why I said kind of okay, because if we really came to this one, that would have been a break instruction for me right there. And I didn't want to see that. You know what I'm saying? So, but as far as today, overall, I'm happy with how the action played out. The reason why I'm happy with how the action played out is because we last night, started from yesterday close, we came down, right? Made this fair value gap here, right? Then it was a slow grind up until like 12 o'clock. Then at 12 o'clock, we just dilly-dallied. You know what I'm saying? We dilly-dallied, playing around with this fair value gap right here. At 4 o'clock, we touched it, came down, we dilly-dallied, right? And then around 8 o'clock, we started getting up into it, right? So then once we got to the open, right, I'm saying to myself, I want to see us come down and then take off. You know what I'm saying? When we started coming down, I was watching this low right here. I'm like, if we break this low right here, that might be no bueno. But I will take it to here because I'm like, okay, they may just come down and finish up some gap work before blasting off. But I really did not want to see this break instruction, right? I was trying to stay hopeful for the way we was bullish all night. I'm like, let's go. Let's stay bullish, right? Keep that same energy. So we came down below the London Open and then took off. That was beautiful. Anytime I'm bullish, I want to see it go down and then take off. If I'm bearish, I want to see it go up and then drop, right? So it was beautiful. Took off, right? So then we start running out of steam right around here at like this right here is like the 1300 candle. We start running out of steam right here, right? I wasn't really trading because I already had positions on that I was just wanting to get to my profit target and get out. But for some reason this morning, man, I don't know if it was IV crush or what, but I came in here and them things was down, down, down. They was going down, down, baby. Yo Street in the Range Rover. But I ain't all the defensive plays that I was playing, they end up you know what I'm saying, being in profit. I never got my actual target on any of them because this morning, one of them, I ain't even gonna hold you. I could have had my target. But when it was running, it was shooting to my target so fast. And on the futures, this was my, I'll say, I don't care what the price is. When we hit this high, I'm closing them. You see what I'm saying? And it was running to my target so fast. When we got like above this high right here, we was about to hit my target. So I bumped my target up because this was my exit right here. This was my exit up there. So I bumped my target up. But when we got here, we stalled out. And so when I peeked back here after lunch, we dropping it like it's hot, right? So I'm like, oh, that ain't no big deal. We just coming back. Now I'm finna go in there and try to catch me a quick entry. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, we coming back to fill in them gaps. We doing the gap work. Coming here to fill in. Y'all can't even see the wicks, man. Coming here, filling in this fair value gap right here, right? Once we got to it, we still drop more. I said, okay, I got to drop lower to see where we trying to go. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at this potential order block right here, right? So I say, let me drop down to see where we trying to go, right? That's when we drop down into all the things I already explained about why I took this entry, right? Came in, took the entry on the 5 minute. I want to say the candle was like right around here somewhere. It was a red candle on the 5 minute, but that's why I took my entry right there. It went down a little bit. I was giving it to below this box right here, and then it took back off, right? And the reason why I like the price action today is because we took care of all from yesterday. I mean, from Asian consolidation, from the Asian consolidation all the way up until right here, all the way up to the end of the day, from like the 15-minute candles and the 60-minute candles. See what I'm saying? We took care of all the downside fair value gaps. That's why I'm saying I like the way the price action played out today. You know what I'm saying? The only fair value gaps we didn't take care of today was the stuff that was left from yesterday. It was left like this one and this one. That was left from yesterday. I'm like, hey, let's come get that another day. Let's keep this bullish momentum. You know what I'm saying? Because, and now looking forward, what I want to see looking forward, right? Got a nice bullish candle. You know what I'm saying? We ain't stopped. Trying to move it at the bottom, getting on my nerve. Got a nice bullish candle, right? We didn't stop at a place that's like a worry for me. We ain't stop at a place that's a worry for me. You know what I'm saying? We got here, and I just take that as, okay, once we handle that downside business and start coming back up, it was the end of the day. We going into Friday. For everybody that's got some profits after this horrible week, they got some profits. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and shave these profits off because we ain't just sell off. You know what I'm saying? We bump back up and then we just dilly-dally at the end of the day. You feel me? So we ain't at no spot. If you look around here, we ain't at no lows. We ain't at no highs on the daily level. We ain't at no concerning level on the daily level, right? So as far as the daily wise, this right here, let me put a line now. Daily wise, this is the next area of concern for me. This low right here, this daily low right here, because it coincides with this daily high, close enough for government work. This low and this high, they both coincide. That's the area I want to see us go ahead and close above. I want us to close above this Monday. You feel me? I want us to close above that on Monday, because that low was the low that on the 10th that we came up and wicked up to sell down. You see what I'm saying? So now that we done came down here and did all this, I want to see us close above this low right here on Monday, right? And then my ultimate target is these highs right here. These highs right here. Do I think we're going to get them on OPEX week? Next week, OPEX week. Is it OPEX next week? Let me check. Yeah, next week, OPEX. Do I think we're going to get it on OPEX week? Yes, I do. And why you feel like that, Tim? It's OPEX. Because usually when the SPY have a horrible week like it had this week, the week before OPEX week usually ends bullish. Like, it don't always happen like that. It ain't got to happen like that. But from all the OPEX that I done been through and all the back testing I've done, when they start selling off the week before OPEX, the selling off don't be as bad during the OPEX week. You know what I'm saying? They usually end a little bullish. You know what I'm saying? We have a pop in the beginning of the week, a pull back in the middle of the week, then a pop at the end of the week. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to see. Monday, I need a closure above this. We just going to say 4063, close enough for government work. I ain't trying to get the exact number. I just need a closure above 4063. Let's look at the weekly real quick before I looking at the weekly. Oh yeah, I love that weekly calendar. Look at that long wick. Look at that long. Okay, I love that. You feel me? We came down weekly. We've been falling off a cliff since the week of January 7th. That's the beginning of the year. You know what I'm saying? Since the beginning of the year, we've been falling off a cliff, especially when we hit the week of April 1st. Oh man, somebody got drunk and fell off a balcony. Bam! Right? We came down here. This the same area. This the order block we talked about. The one when I said I got stuck in my bias. I wasn't zooming out. Right? Came down, touched this order block. We already said all the stuff about, you know what I'm saying? It was the fair value gaps and all that I had marked out on the spot. And look at that wick. Look at that reversal. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Even if we don't blast off to all-time new highs, all I need us to do is get back up here to this fair value gap right there. That's my ultimate target. That's my ultimate target for next week. This fair value gap right here. That's the same spot. When I was like, I need us to get back over there. I need us to get over here to close above this right here. And I just want us to get up there. I just want to get, let me check that again. Make sure I'm looking at the right thing. No, it ain't even much that high. It ain't even that high. Let me mark it out so I can see. It ain't even that high. See, and the reason why I'm looking at that, somebody put in the chat why I'm looking at that right there as my target. Somebody put it in the chat why I'm drawing. I know y'all see it. Somebody put it in the chat. Not the fact that it's a fair value gap, but somebody put it in the chat why once we done came down here and wicked up off of this right here and had this big old bullish day like this, why above this right here is my target from coming from down here. Somebody I know somebody could have been buy side liquidity. Look at that man right there. Boom. See them nice, pretty equal highs right there? Them nice, pretty equal highs. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of beautiful equal highs sitting right there. That's a magnet. That's a magnet after you run sell stops. And it is a fair value gap also. I already said not the fair value gap 100. I already said not the fair value gap. You feel me? And you going back into the premium. You're going back into the look at 100. Look at 100 out there. He say, look here, man. I know this stuff. I know this stuff. Y'all ain't know 100's gonna pull up and do a Tim's Tidbit takeover. Y'all ain't know 100 gonna do it. Look at that. Boom. In the premium at the 72. Fibonacci traders. There you go. There you go, Phil. I looked at the same thing the Fibonacci traders looked at without even using fibs. You feel me? Right? You feel me? Now, that's from the low to low. Now, let's go to the bodies. Let's go to the lowest body to the highest body. Boom. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Look, I'm telling you, man, it's more than one way to skin a cat. Don't get mad at somebody because they don't agree with your style of trade. If it worked for you, man, it worked for you. Don't get, hey, if making a straight EMA line work for you, make that straight EMA line. Don't listen to what nobody else say, even if I think it's trash. If it worked for you, it worked for you. You feel me? All right, man. That's the price action. I already said what I wanted. I said what I wanted to see on the ES, but it relates over to the SPY. It relate over to the SPY. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. It all relate to the SPY. Same thing. Same places. You know what I'm saying? This is the lows I was talking about. I want us to close above that on Monday. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Boom. Give me a 4.9, 4.10 closure. Them the lows right there. Just give me a 4.10 closure or higher on Monday. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? They go to fair value gap. They go to nice, clean, equal high. Same thing. It relate over. Y'all got anything, man? Who got something? Who got something? Stop it. What y'all talking about? Hey, man, I'm gonna put the link in the chat if anybody want to pull up. We've been on here for 32 minutes. If anybody want to pull up, the link in the chat. I put the link in the chat. If anybody want to pull up and share something, if anybody want to pull up and ask something, if anybody want to pull up and just say whatever, the link in the chat. Hey, before I get out of here, I'm gonna get a couple minutes, but before I get out of here, I already know I broke it down for y'all. Spider Gang, I already know. I'm just saying this for the people that's watching the replay if they made it this late into the video. If you in Columbus, Georgia, or close to Columbus, Georgia, throughout this summer, June the 4th, July the 2nd, and August the 13th, I'm doing Discipline Over Dollar seminar. It's a 3-part seminar. I had up 4 fingers. It's a 3-part seminar. Each part gonna be something different dealing with investing and trading. Part 1 on July the 4th. All is gonna be at the Columbus Public Library on Macon Road, 3000 Macon Road, Columbus, Georgia. Y'all pull up in the auditorium, free to the public. Part 1 gonna be the beginning. How to, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be talking as if I'm talking to somebody who ain't never heard about the stock market. It's gonna be from the beginning. Everything from what the stock market is, how to set up a brokerage account, you know what I'm saying, how to research companies, just the beginning. Part 2 on July the 2nd is gonna be more in depth about like figuring out your retirement number, the numbers you need, how to invest the money, what to put the money in, what's a, you know what I'm saying, what's a taxable account, what's a Roth IRA, what's a traditional IRA, how to check up on your 401, how to do all, you know what I'm saying, all the different stuff, you know what I'm saying. Then on August the 13th, part 3, that's gonna be more focused for the traders. If you want to be a trader, it's gonna be all about trading. If you want to be a day trader, swing trader, you know what I'm saying, whatever kind of trader, it's all gonna be about traders. So I'm primarily gonna be talking about options, but I will sprinkle, but everything with options, you can do it with shares, you can do it with the futures. You know what I'm saying? Because I use, well, I ain't gonna say all futures, but I use the ES futures and the NQ futures to make my options trade on the SPY and the QQQ. So I be sprinkling in some futures too. So if you're in the area, pull up, pull up, yeah, y'all pull up. Any virtual options for us not in the area? Yes, I'm gonna be. I told my sweetie, she said you need to go live so the Spider Gang can tap in. So I'm gonna be streaming it live each day. Each day I'm gonna stream it live, and then I still haven't decided if I'm gonna save it, but I will stream it live each day. I will stream each day live. Um, what that is? 528 by 2023. 480 to be safe. Oh, 100 to put a stamp on it. Y'all bookmark it at 3520. Close enough government work on the weekly wrap up. For the weekly wrap up on 513, 100 said the spike gonna hit at least 480 by 2023. He put his stamp on it. Let's get it. Let's go. Cause I got me some 435 calls. I think I got me some 420 calls. I know I got me some calls out there. So let's get it, man. I appreciate you breaking all this down. Just realized order blocks are the same as supply. Oh, it is? I don't do supply and demand zone. It's the same thing. That was it. They all close cousins, man. Shout out to homie Mark trading with a dummy. He swear by demand zones, supply zones now. That's his new thing. That clicked with him. That made sense with him, and that's all he be talking about now. And you just said it's the same thing. I ain't know that. I don't even trade supply zones. It's all close cousins, man. Hey, look here. I don't see nobody trying to pull up. I jalapized to the person that was trying to pull up yesterday. After I closed everything down, I saw somebody had came into the room. I apologize for that. You just pulled up. Did you just pull up? Curtis Freeman, did you just pull up? You go to the dean's office. Go to the dean's office. But say I'm still riding with these 175 call, 200 call Apple 2023s. That's what's up. Stick with your conviction. Stick with your conviction. Hedge if you have to. What's happening? Appreciate you for pulling up. We about to tap out, Curtis. Appreciate you for pulling up. Run it back. Run it back to the beginning. I feel like it was a pretty good episode. I gave out my my idea. I try to implement something I learned from ICT about making my entries. I think that'll be helpful to somebody. Y'all hit the like button if y'all liked it. Y'all share it with somebody who you think could get something out of it. I already dropped about the Discipline Over Dollars seminar. If you wanna sponsor me to come to your city, get me there, feed me, have me someplace to sleep, and have me a hotel room. I ain't gonna say someplace to sleep. Have me a hotel room, and you have a venue. I'll pull up. We'll do it, and it's got to be free for the public. It can be at a library. It can be at a school. It can be at a church. It can be. I don't care where it's at. It's got to be free to the public. If you want to break bread and rent out a hall, but it's got to be free for the public. I'll pull up. Get me there. If it's within 200 miles, I'll drive there. Somebody pulled up. What's happening? Who that is? Kareem? I can't hear you. Kareem, this is your conscience talking to you. Can y'all hear Kareem? Did you mean to pull up, Kareem? Going once, going twice.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I hear you now.
I can't hear you, that's why.
Oh, I hear you now. Can you hear me?
Yo, Tim.
I hear you say something.
Wait a minute. I don't know why I don't have the audio.
I hear you.
Okay. I think I got it figured out now. I got you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no. I was saying to you, I appreciate you you breaking all that down, because when I saw you pick out that order block, I was like, that looks real similar to demand zone. And then when I went and looked it up, and I was like, are supply and demand zones the same as order blocks? That's exactly what came up, that they're exactly the same. So when I was trying to figure out what order blocks was, all I had to do was remember, I know I trade supply and demand, and that's what was throwing me off sometimes when I see the ICT videos. So I appreciate you pointing that out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like I say, I don't even trade that. And when you said that, I'm like, for real? Like, I ain't even know that. That's why I say this all this stuff, man, order block, supply and demand, whatever, levels,
Yeah,
whatever
when
you
you
want to
say
call it, they
fair
all close
value gap,
cousins.
yeah, when you say fair value gaps, it's no different than imbalanced candles. Like some people will say imbalanced candles, other people will just say gaps in the market, other people just say fair value gaps. So it's all about the terminology of what you use or who taught you what you learned, right? Like so, now I'm just trying to
Yep.
figure out how to put all of it together.
Yep. That's it. That's
But
it.
I do appreciate you. I appreciate you going live every day, breaking something down, man. Because
Oh man, I
a lot of people,
appreciate
a
y'all for
lot of people
pulling
don't
up,
put that,
man.
they don't put that effort into it. So I definitely, I'm grateful for it.
Oh yeah, I appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Like I tell y'all, man, I'm just a dude from Fort Lauderdale, Florida that learned something, and I'm just trying to share it with the world, man. Cause I don't want to be in the new Wakanda by myself. I want all my folk to be there with me. You feel me?
Nah, I definitely feel you, but I'm gonna let you get going. I just got home, so I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this night, and you have a good one.
I appreciate you, man. I I think that's it, y'all. We gonna hey, I appreciate you, Curtis. Hey, for anybody that came in late, running back to the beginning, like I say, share it with a cousin who you think might get something out of it. The cousin Zay pulling up this Sunday to do a Tim's Tidbit takeover. Y'all come through and support the cousin Zay. Spread the word, spread the word, to spread the word. I'm gonna share another thumbnail. Y'all spread the word that the cousin Zay gonna be pulling up. I appreciate y'all. See y'all on Sunday at 3 o'clock, man. Gone.